Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had two very special guests in studio. Our very own Withers Broadcasting, X95 and WILY hot air balloon pilots Jim and Teresa Phelan came in to talk about flying balloons at Centralia Balloon Fest. Hey, speaking of flying, did you know airplane pilots and co-pilots are required to eat different meals?
Surely you can't be serious.
Yes, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Yeah, so they eat different meals just in case one of the meals might cause food poisoning. That way they're not both sick at the same time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, the pilot usually gets the first class meal while the co-pilot gets the business class one. Seniority perk, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of meals, did you know food actually tastes different in an airplane? The air pressure change in the cabin numbs about a third of your taste buds.
Yeah, insert some corny Jerry Seinfeld joke here. What's the deal with airplane food? Anyways, that was last week. But this is this week.
That's right. On today's show, we have three great ladies in studio with us. Gayla Farthing returns and brings with her the gals from Centralia Community Garden, Karen Crouse and Lexi Weigel. All right, Gayla, thank you so much for being here today. And you brought two special guests with you today. Tell us a little about what we're going to talk about and who you brought.
Thank you. When we started speaking for some of the Sunday shows and thought about community things, you guys had asked. I had mentioned the community garden. So that was one thing that you really wanted to get some information from and about. And I knew that if we did that, I would invite these two. We have Karen Crouse and Lexi Weigel with us today, and they're my community garden gurus. They also help us at the city out at Elmwood, just so you know, with a butterfly garden. And we can do another show about that sometime. But the community garden is just close to my heart, and I love going down there like with my youth commissioners to show them some things. These ladies have helped me with my youth commissioners, and I'm going to let them take it over with you guys and answer your questions about it. But I do thank you both for being here with me today.
Okay, Lexi, we'll start off with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a master gardener since 1998. The community garden is something that was very dear and near to my heart also. I really enjoy the idea of it, and to be able to bring fresh food. The food pantries do a tremendous job, but it's not fresh. It's a lot of processed food, and the people get so excited when you bring in sacks of fresh produce. Karen?
Yeah.
I've been garden club member since pretty much the beginning, and when we decided to start the community garden, I was all in with that, and had great cooperation with the city, gave us the lot, ran water lines. We fund the bit of lumber and stuff to have individual beds where people can, at no charge, grow their own produce.
And just a little bit, since Karen mentioned the lot, I'd like to let the community know and or reiterate, that was a old derelict building on a property that the city acquired and demolished and cleaned that lot up, and then allows the community garden group to come in and do that. So it was a nice big collaborative effort of citizens, garden club, the city, all working together to do that. And it's a nice point I like to bring out.
I also would like to commend the city. I have helped start several community gardens in other little towns around, and sometimes the stories I hear about the cooperation with the little villages and cities is a nightmare. We have had a dream happen here.
Cool. Lexi, master gardener. That sounds important.
It sounds better than it is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of opportunities. They're getting ready to start the master naturalist classes right now out of the extension. I would like to try and do that also, but I don't know that I have the time right now. But the Master Gardener program is just tremendous.
So tell us how the garden got started.
Oddly enough, a woman moved into our area from from California, and she lived in Salem. And she was appalled that our whole area had no community gardens. California is much more progressive, I guess I want to say. And so she got the bug and lit some fires, and they started one there, and we followed the next year.
Okay.
I tell you, though, we had great cooperation in the city. When we went around and looked at all the empty lots that would work, and the one we have on Marion Street down by the tracks has just been excellent for us.
Yes. Actually, we have 2 lots now, and we've got them pretty well full. This has not been a great garden year. The tomatoes were fabulous this year, but I don't know if you've noticed, no green beans. Very few people had green beans produced, so every year's a little different.
Okay, so now that you mentioned that, what all is in the garden?
Well, we let everybody do their own individual boxes, so it's up to you. We've tried corn. That's not such a success, but usually we have tomatoes, green beans. We have separate boxes where we have herbs that are available for everybody that's gardening there. Onions, strawberries, peppers. Karen, jump right in here. Help me.
Peppers.
Eggplant, okra.
We have a potato box.
We do have a sweet potato box this year. The regular potatoes didn't do as well. The sweet potatoes seem to be doing really well. Cucumber, just the regular run-of-the-mill.
Zucchini.
Zucchini didn't produce so much this year.
I didn't have any in my garden.
See, it's just been a real funny year but it's different every year.
Now my cantaloupe is getting ready to go wild, so.
Great.
Yeah, anyone that wants to can contact us, and they'll be assigned a garden, and then they can plant what they want. We give as much help as they need. There are people who have never stuck their fingers in dirt before, which we do love to work with them, and they get very infused. But the thing is, we have a great turnover because then people say, "Oh, well, okay, I can do this in my own yard," which is fine. That's
at least they're growing something
Yes,
for
and-
themselves that's healthy.
Yep.
Okay, so it's made up of little boxes, little personal plots,
12
basically.
feet by 4 feet.
Okay.
And a lot of the people use the square foot gardening method, which you cannot believe how much produce you can make out of that small an area. It's really an eye-opener.
And we also have garden soil in it, not
Yes.
just topsoil. It's good garden soil.
Sure.
Yes.
So do people take care of just their little box, or does everyone kind of share the responsibility?
Yeah, who's involved?
The community's involved. We have several people. Mostly we have our garden club members are the ones that are there and kind of keeping things running. But we do have people from the community that have just come in, seen us working, and stopped and said, hey. And we're like, sure, here, come on in.
Families, churches, a few church
We
organizations
have had some church
done that.
organizations.
You know, a lot of people kind of get their start with us, and then, according to what I've heard, they move on and start doing stuff then at home.
Okay.
We do have a water supply, but it's a little from the city. Bless their hearts, we've got a line. But I think it's just easier to do it in your own backyard,
Sure.
like I do.
Yes.
Okay, so then you take, where does the produce go?
Okay, actually, we want them to feed themselves first.
Okay.
That's number one. But then the extra produce, we do ask for 20% of what they grow, and we take it to the food pantry or the Salvation Army.
Okay.
When the produce is ripe, the produce is ripe. There is no waiting I'll do it next Friday. You don't get to do that. You pick it right now.
Right.
Okra can get away from you.
I am picking okra about 2 to 4 pounds a day.
Wow.
And it has to be done every day.
Tell them about what you have donated before to the food pantry and the Salvation Army. Is it like quantity-wise? It blew my mind when I first got involved with the community garden.
I was
and
thinking we
heard you
did
guys
about
talk about
1,500 pounds a year.
We started weighing
well,
it, but
yeah, I weigh my. But you know,
it's a
when in
problem.
the spring, the first thing I do is I put out the little soft lettuces, and do you have any idea of how much 40 pounds of soft lettuce looks like?
That they give to the community, to the needy. I mean,
That it filled my car up.
Wow.
I mean, literally filled my. I have I started to say station wagon. How old fashioned is that? But I have an Escape, and it literally filled my whole vehicle up just to transport the lettuce. Yeah. So
That's really awesome.
it is awesome. Like I said, you should see the faces of people when we bring it in.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, is that, I took a big gob of okra the other day, and they're like, is that okra? And I said, pick today. And they're like, oh. And I mean, it's kind of a little, they get excited. It's very nice. Very rewarding.
Kind of gives the food pantry a Whole Foods feel to it.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Well, we can't say that we're organic because there's so many regulations about that, but we're as organic as we can be.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some fences because we have wildlife. There's deer, there are groundhogs, we have
Raccoons.
Yes. Oh gosh, the raccoons. The groundhog.
The groundhog.
We could have put a saddle on him and rid him around. He was well fed, but it's in an area where there are very few homes, and so there it
Less
is.
homes, yeah, less homes than when we started. Have we been doing this 5 years, Karen, or 6?
We started in 14.
14.
That's what I was digging around this morning.
I was trying to think of it. I couldn't remember it. We've just been.
Because they did it in 14.
No, wait,
Yeah.
2011
Oh.
was when we started thinking about, okay, I got 2 pieces of paper here.
Okay. It seems like we've been doing it quite a while.
Yeah, so it would be more like 2011 that we got it, at least started. We probably didn't get any produce that year, but it's been a while.
I think we did. I think when
Okay.
we got started, we just jumped right in.
What amazes me is so many people in this town we have a community garden. Yes, we do. And I know the City Hall guys are real happy to be able to say, oh, yes, in Centralia we have a community garden, because that's a feather in the cap of any size community, I think.
Well, and it's a big draw for people looking at the community, is that we have a community spirit big enough that we care about the food pantries.
Well, we know how many people you guys can help with this stuff. Gayla, I thought you mentioned something before about how you get kids involved and it helps them too.
We, this past year, with the mentoring group that I'm also part of, we came in one day. We got those kids involved. There's 2 actually that live fairly close to the garden. So their mentors got together with these lovely ladies and set up a box that they could use, as well as helped them out. And we brought a straw bale to show them that you don't necessarily have to have a yard or a tiller or so on. If you could get a straw bale, you'd be able to grow your own food if you'd like to. And so they were going to get together and get involved in that. And then my Centralia Youth Commission also goes down once a year to either help clean up at the end of the year or maybe help get started at the beginning of the year. So this year it was really nice. I got the Centralia Youth Commissioners plus the Centralia mentoring group plus the garden club, and we all went down one evening, and we probably had 40 people
Oh,
down,
yeah,
and
it
50
At least.
people.
It
And
was
we had a
great.
big old potluck, and,
Yeah.
and the kids
Yeah,
enjoyed
we-
that part a lot.
Yes, yes. And they built fences, they hauled mulch, they did some little gardening, whatever these girls needed help with, we all just worked together
It
that
was
day. So
wonderful.
that was, I
Yeah.
loved that, having my youth with adults in the community.
Yes, it was wonderful.
We need to do that again next year.
Yes, we do.
Okay, because I'm getting too old to be hauling stuff, and yeah, okay.
Okay, so future plans for the garden? Make it bigger, multiple areas? What do you got planned?
Maybe get some help.
For the first time since we've started this, we ran out of spaces that we could give to the public, which is a fabulous thing. We're very, very excited about that. We do have a little room for expansion, not a lot.
Well, the city has, the property toward the tracks has been dilapidated, but some of it's not fit to really
It's
walk
been
on.
sold.
Oh,
It was sold.
okay, never mind.
So we can't expand there, but
Okay.
I would, with all the houses that the city is tearing down, I would love to see this in another part of town too. I'd like to see this grow into another garden somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we'd have any organization out there that would be willing to take on a garden, and these ladies would be able to help you education-wise of how to get it started, you could contact me, Gayla Farthing, at the City Hall at 533-7623, and I'll get you in touch with these ladies, and we could have that conversation.
And we have helped, we belong to a bigger organization. Our garden club belongs to the Garden Clubs of Illinois. And we're in District 5, which is, of course, more southern Illinois. And we've helped several of the little garden clubs start community gardens. And it's been very, very fun.
All right.
Did we miss anything? Anything else you want to mention before we go?
So if anyone would like information about the community garden or the gardening club, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me, Gayla Farthing, at Centralia City Hall, 533-7623, and I'll get you in touch with Lexi or Karen.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
Right. We appreciate the chance to talk about this because it's one of our favorite things.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We'll be right back.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Rachel, how you been?
Me?
Yeah,
I've been great.
good.
Just the usual: play golf, work, eat, sleep.
How about that little kitten?
Oh, yes.
How's he doing?
Yeah, Callaway. If you're new to the show, I rescued a little kitten about a month ago or so, and he's good. I don't know if I told you, he's obsessed with water. Mm-hmm. He gets in the shower.
He's become a part of your morning routine.
Oh, yeah. If he hears the toilet flush, he is in there watching that water go down.
That is strange for a cat,
Yeah.
right? Huh.
Yes.
Just likes to be clean.
Yeah, Matt was telling me his cats, he turns on the shower and they scatter.
Yeah.
Not
See
mine.
ya.
He comes running.
That's funny.
It is weird.
Hmm.
So, I don't know. It's weird, but he likes water. He does not mind a bath at all.
Now, I have you blocked on all social media for
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But have you been blowing up your Instas and your
Oh, yeah.
Facebooks with cat pics?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Pictures of him, like, up on the toilet, like, looking in every day. I didn't take a picture of him, like, in the shower, though.
No, that makes sense. That's a different website.
Yeah.
I grew up with cats in the house, and I, being an only child, obviously was on cat litter duty,
Ooh.
cleaning the cat box. Who does that at the Roddy house?
We take turns.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That's good. Good
Yeah.
for you guys.
So I would say that I do it most of the time, but Chris might argue with that.
Where is the location of the litter box in the house?
Okay, so my dad is very picky about this. He said that.
No, your dad doesn't live with you.
Well, right, but he's like, you
I
get
gotta
a
come
cat,
into this
and-
house.
Yeah, and this cat's gonna smell, and
Right,
da,
right,
da.
right.
So we have a mud room like between our garage and our house, and so the litter box is out there.
That's probably about the best place.
So my dad came over for the first time since we got the cat last night, and the first thing I said was, "Do you smell cat? Do you smell the litter box?" And he's like, "No, I actually don't." He goes, "I want to say yes, but honestly, no."
Hey, cool.
My dad's not an animal person.
Right.
But he did like Callaway. He
Good.
pet him.
Good. He touched him.
Yeah. Callaway bit him, but you know.
Hello. Oh, jeez.
So everything is going great. I didn't know how much joy a little kitten could bring to my house.
Yep. Your little pet child.
Yeah.
Child pet. Whatever they're calling it.
He's very spoiled.
Oh, I'm sure. I can only imagine.
Like he wants to be held and have your full attention at all times.
Does he sleep with you guys?
No. I mean, every once in a while, about 5:50 a.m., he'll jump up on the bed, but that's about it.
That's about time you're getting up anyways, right?
Yeah, I get up like 6:15, so.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, he's. I don't know what he does. He probably roams the house all night, sleeps in the living room.
Looking for mice. He's on patrol.
Yeah,
That's one good thing.
it is.
Side effect of that is they will bring it to you
Yeah.
to show off.
Yeah.
Hey, Mommy, Daddy, look what I did.
That hasn't happened yet, but I bet like when winter comes and they all start trying to get in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, but the downside, he's not doing his work around the house. He's not mopping or sweeping or dishes or laundry.
Callaway?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's got to do something.
he's still learning.
Yeah. Okay, so some of you may know that Shane got to experience going up in a hot air balloon last Sunday
Yes.
morning, and he's going to tell us all about it.
Yeah. You going to interview me?
Yeah.
This is
Today I get to interview
on
you.
the other side of the table here.
Yeah, sit down.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so first, tell us what you think about Balloon Fest. It's your first year being in the X95 tent.
Right, yeah. So, I've only ever been a spectator,
Right.
right? Showing up on a Saturday night, balloon glow, stuff like that with the family. I had a ton of fun interacting with people throughout the day. We were there pretty much all day,
Yeah.
most of the weekend. Went live on air 5 or 6 times. We gave away a lot of T-shirts, huh?
Oh my
A
goodness.
lot of tickets.
A lot of tickets.
Holiday World, Nights Action Park. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just love making people smile.
Oh, and you did. We did.
We gave away, I think we made a lot of happy families.
Heck yeah, we did. Hopefully everybody's enjoying those Nights Action Park tickets or Gateway IndyCar race tickets or Holiday World. We gave away Holiday World tickets.
I won't lie. A couple times I thought about pocketing a couple of those Renaissance Fair tickets. I'm curious. I'd like to check that out, see what it's like.
You
sometime.
should. I hear it's awesome. So what do you think of that prize wheel? We spun our Roadhouse Harley-Davidson prize wheel for 5.5 hours on Saturday. Can you
time just flew
imagine?
by.
I wish we knew like how many people actually got to spin our wheel.
Yeah, we
over the
should have
weekend.
Should have a little clicker, keeping
Yeah.
track. Yeah, I like that thing because once we start to run out of something, you get to swap out the prizes, right?
Yes.
So we can kind of control what we give away in a little bit.
Yeah. So, and the food? What'd you eat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I had my first hero.
Yeah. So tell us about the picture I put up on Facebook. Tell everybody. That was funny. I mean Instagram.
Yeah, well, yeah. Something about you'll always be our hero.
Yeah,
GYRO.
while Shane was eating one.
Hero. Yeah, I had my first one, and I told him too. I told the Greek guys working the tent. I'm like, I've never had one of these before. I'm going into this blind. My life is in your hands.
Oh my gosh.
What should I get? And dude, he hooked me up. The only bummer was, that's this pita bread
Yeah.
wrapped up all the goodness inside, and then he wrapped it up in foil. He gave me the number one tip that rookies tend to do wrong.
Uh-oh.
Don't unwrap it.
Oh.
Most people want to unwrap it, to eat it with a fork or whatever,
Yeah.
but the whole thing will fall apart and you'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
a mess on your hands. So I tried to keep it wrapped up, kind of like a taco or a cone almost.
Yeah.
The only bummer was a tiny bit of grease dripped out the bottom onto my shorts, and now I have a permanent grease stain on my shorts.
Did you get some Dawn on there?
I tried. It won't come out.
Oh man.
Anyways, it was delicious.
That's awesome.
Best $10 I've ever spent.
Oh my gosh. I ate a corn dog.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lemon shake up every day. Strawberry, peach. Oh, I had cheese fries. Those were good.
Our balloon crew
Yeah.
made homemade peach ice cream.
Yeah, they
I got to
brought us
sample that.
homemade peach ice
That was
cream.
delicious. I was too bad I was waiting in line for a funnel cake for 1 hour.
Yeah.
I missed the entire balloon glow one night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, I mean, did you at least like turn around in line and look?
Oh yeah, but I mean, everyone is over. My
We're all having
family's
fun.
over there.
I'm
having
hanging out
fun,
with your
laughing
family.
Their heads off, and I'm standing in line like a goofball. Oh well. So, anyways,
Oh yeah. Okay.
that
so
brings us to Sunday morning.
yes, Sunday morning after Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning.
Yep.
How early? They fly early.
Yeah.
What time did you get up?
I started waking up about 4:30 or
Ooh,
5.
getting excited.
Checking my phone for texts from Tim and Teresa, Jim and Teresa, because can't fly if the weather's bad or whatever.
Right.
But about 5 or 5:30, they gave me a heads up that I could wait a little bit longer. All the pilots met at the hotel. They had a meeting. Fog delay, basically.
Okay.
So I get in town about, 5:30 or 6. You need 3 miles visibility to be able to see. So that's what we were waiting on. So that put a bit of delay on it. But eventually, when the sun came out, it dried up most of that, and we got the green light to go.
There you go. So if you're just tuning in, Shane is telling us all about his hot air balloon ride experience.
Yeah. So my wife and I, Jessica, we were invited to go up Sunday morning, and I tell you what, man, the whole thing from start to finish was just perfect. It was a perfect day. It's beautiful.
You even found money.
Oh my gosh. I mean, even walking into the park.
I mean, this guy here is...
I found like $4 on the ground. It's not a 20.
I think I
but
dropped $4 on my way out
really?
the night
Okay.
before.
Interesting. Unrelated, I guess. But and Jim and Teresa, a couple of the nicest people you will ever meet. They made everything from start to finish perfect, easy, answered all our questions. I mean, even so much that they passed us in the van pulling into the park, to bring the balloon in. Jim hopped out and walked us up to the park. What a guy.
What a guy, exactly. Super nice.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful flight. Even people on the ground, the chasers.
Yeah.
They said it was probably the most beautiful race of the weekend.
Wow.
And they're on the ground.
Yeah.
I was up in it.
Yeah. Hey, but okay, so on our Facebook page, you went live to start blowing up the balloons first.
Yep. So I thought, hey, why not? They were nice enough to not let us help. They had plenty of crew there to help, volunteers and stuff. So Jessica and I got to take some videos. So I thought people might be interested to see the setup process of a hot air balloon. So we got that going. People were digging it.
Yeah. I mean, we had over 3,000 people view when you went live.
I wish none of my stuff's ever done that good. I was kicking myself
This is when
afterwards.
you name drop.
Yeah. I was kicking myself afterwards because I shut it off. And if I had just kept recording for about another minute, you could have seen the balloon, the basket go from laying on the ground to
up.
Yeah. But oh well. So shortly after that, we hopped in. Got some of the ground rules, the things you can touch, the things you can't touch.
Yes.
And then, we're just up in the air.
I know. So I didn't get to experience like watching the balloon go up.
Mm-hmm.
When I realized I was already like tree high.
Right, yeah.
So what is that like?
Yeah, it's a little surreal.
I mean, like it's quiet. Like it just
my gosh. Yeah, once you get up there, so peaceful, so quiet.
Yeah.
Everything just looks simpler.
Yeah.
Down on the ground.
So, and then when you went live on that video,
so
up
in the air. Right. Got to show us taking off up over the park. Most of the balloons were already ahead of us. Jim said that was one of the pro tips, is being one of the last ones, is you make sure that the announcer spends extra time on you. So I got to show taking off over the little pond there and everything. That was cool. And as we ascended even more, and then finally a third video showing how they do these races.
Yeah.
It's not actually a race to a finish line,
right?
Okay,
I didn't really... I told you wrong. I didn't really know, so I guess I made something up and told you.
Yeah, so there's this, hare and the hound thing that the balloon pilots do. One balloon will go up first. That's the hare.
Okay.
And then all the rest take off afterwards. Those are the hounds. And you're chasing the hare. And somewhere there are a couple X's set up on the ground, big targets. And the pilots throw these bean bags, and closest to the X, you get points. You know, that's how you score it. That's the balloon race.
That's the balloon race.
Right.
And so when you were live on Facebook, I mean, there were a lot of comments and a lot of views or whatever, but I saw the girl comment and said, so the X is real. The white X is real. She said, my mom wasn't lying to me after all these years.
The X is real.
The X is real. I thought that was way funny.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so Jessica got to throw one.
Okay, how'd she do?
Pretty far off. But,
okay.
I mean, she's doing her best with you work with what you get.
Yeah.
Jim says they pretty much fly for fun, right?
Yeah,
and for the
not
enjoyment of their
competitive.
passengers. So if you see the target, hey, that's a good thing. If you get to actually throw your beanbag and get close to it, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
So another kid that was in there with us, Ian, I think.
I didn't know somebody else.
I think it was
in there.
actually DJ's son.
Really?
Yeah, he got to throw this at the second target.
Cool.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then finally,
Oh yeah, the landing. How was it?
nice soft landing. Big patch of nice grass.
Yeah.
Front yard of Murray Center.
That's awesome.
So we had some spectators waving at us.
Awesome. Yeah, Teresa always says you want short green grass.
Yep, and that's what we got. About as good as landing as you could hope for, probably. There's a bounce, your initial one, and then you...
a couple more.
Yeah, kind of skid to a stop. A couple guys from up in Chicago ran up to us and to hold down the basket.
Yeah.
While to keep us on the ground while the rest of the crew drove up. So.
Yeah.
And then Jess and I got to help in the teardown process.
That's awesome. I think next year we should do the race with them, or the chase. Sorry, not race.
Yeah, be in the van.
Yeah.
Chasing them.
I mean, that has to be fun too.
Oh yeah, they're on walkie-talkies the whole time, scouting out breaker 19, because you got to watch out for these power lines that's sometimes hard to see up in the air, and the whole time they're scouting out good landing spots. And I mean, the wind might change at the last second, and all of a sudden, where you thought you were going, you're not. So it's definitely.
And so that van's driving around.
Yeah.
We should ride in that next year.
Yeah. I was the whole time I was up there, I was thinking, how could we do a show from up here?
That'd be cool.
Right. We'll have to work on that.
We totally could. I'm sure.
I can't wait to maybe do it again next year.
Yeah.
If they give me the opportunity.
So I mean, I've obviously talked about how I've been before. I was supposed to go up Friday morning, but the weather was too bad and didn't get to. So maybe next year. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully everybody gets to experience it sometime in their life, because it's cool.
Centralia on hot air balloons.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We just talked with Shane, and he told us all about his hot air balloon experience. Next up, we got the community calendar, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. This is Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Here's a look at your community calendar. August 31st is Overdose Awareness Day in Centralia Fairview Park from 5 to 7. There will be information booths, a hidden in plain sight demonstration for parents, and be sure to bring a canned food item and be entered to win a $100 gift card.
Patoka Fall Fest Convertible Car Show on Saturday, September 1st. The parade will start at 11 a.m., going through the city park with cars on display until 2 p.m. If you are interested in registering a car, contact 780-0669 for more information.
The 28th Annual Wren Lake Car Show on September 8th from 4 to 9 will be held at the Benton Public Square. Check out over 200 vintage and classic vehicles.
Centralia Fire Protection District is hosting a Glow Bingo at Centralia Elks on Saturday, September 8th. Doors will open at 6 and bingo will start at 7. $1,000 in cash prizes, 50/50, and a cash bar. $20 per person in advance. For more information, call the station at 532-3941.
Spaghetti dinner benefit for Beckham Bass will be held on Saturday, September 15th from 4 to 8 at New Horizon Christian School in Centralia. All-you-can-eat spaghetti, $10 for adults, $6 for children 3 to 12 years old, and 3 and under are free. There will be a silent auction and 50-50 tickets. For more information and to purchase tickets, you can contact Becca Bierman at 367-4993.
Join the City of Centralia Parks and Community Advisory Committee along with the Centralia Cultural Society for Elmwood Speaks starting Thursday, September 13th through the 16th. Tours fill up quickly, so call the Cultural Society today at 532-2951 to reserve your tickets.
And your local blood drives Thursday, August 30th in Mount Vernon at the Roland Lewis Building from 2 to 6. And Wednesday, September 5th in Dix at the Community Center from 2 to 6.
And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 and the Big 1210. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can email wiley1210@gmail.com. Or for more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. Feel free to hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at X95 Radio if you want to comment on anything. If you like what you heard today, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 and the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, she's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.